Oh, hey there, buddy. What's up? You know, it would be really funny if you became the champion. Wait, what? Today, I will be attempting to beat Pokémon HeartGold with a twist. I will only be using Wooper, my favorite Pokémon. What's so special about Wooper? Everything. The rules are simple. I'm only allowed to use Wooper in battle, and I can't use items in battle. There simply wouldn't be a challenge if I spammed full restores and drugs all the time on Wooper. Will me and my Whoopie friend have the strength and willpower to become the champions? Let's find out. Wooper and I started off our journey by heading west from New Bark Town to Cherry Grove City. We headed up to pick up the Togepi egg from Professor Oak and take it to Professor Elm. On our way back to New Bark, we ran into our rival, who had a Chikorita. At this point, the only attacking move that Wooper knew was Water Gun, which isn't very effective. The battle took longer, much longer, than it should, but we got through it. When the feds asked for our rival's name, I decided to take my revenge by giving him the worst name of all time. What's up, Joe Cox? So Joe Cox was his name? Yes, Joe Cox. We headed back north from Cherry Grove, but this time we beat up a bunch of children and stole their cash before running off to Violet City. Everything up to this point was pretty easy, but when I got here, I became terrified because I would have to climb Sprout Tower. Sprout Tower is full of trainers using only Bellsprout, a grass type. In case you were to wear, Wooper is a water ground type. Wooper's only weakness is grass, and it's a 4x weakness. In non-nerd terms, if Wooper touches grass, she shrivels into dust. Luckily for us, Wooper learned Mud Shot, a much better move than Water Gun. Using it, we were able to get through all the trainers. We reached the top of the tower, got into a fight with the Elder, and realized that we ran out of Mud Shots. Yeah. We're a few minutes in, and we are already struggling. Uh-oh, Wooper is in trouble, and only you can help! Click the subscribe button to save Wooper from the pit of lava! Quick! Look at this graph. 92% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure to subscribe! Help! You did it! So anyways, after that fiasco, we challenged the first gym leader, Falconer, and we died. It's about time that I discuss Wooper's stats. Wooper has 55 HP, 45 attack, 45 defense, 25 special attack, 25 special defense, and 15 speed, making his base stat total 210. For comparison, the base stat total for Rattata is 253. This means that Wooper is weaker than a literal rat. You understand where the difficulty of this run comes from now, right? I attempted the fight like 10 more times after that without leveling up because I am an ignorant person, but eventually I caved in and grinded Wooper up to level 20 and we got through pretty easily after that. Can I just mention real quick though, Falconer is so damn lame! He just spams Sand Attack with his Pidgey, and then spams Roost with Pidgeotto whenever its health is low. God, I hate this guy! We headed down to Azalea Town and discovered that Team Rocket was cutting off Slowpoke tails? Huh? I forgot that old Pokemon doesn't pull any punches. I really should have remembered that sooner. We challenged the second gym leader, Bugsy, and definitely didn't die to a critical hit from his Scyther. Yeah, we beat him though. I walked over to the tunnel leading out of the city and got ambushed by Joe Cox himself. Tell me something. Why did you name me Joe Cox? I hate this name. After making fun of his name for a little bit, we entered battle, and I immediately regretted making fun of him, because there was a Bayleaf on his team. The only effective move that Wooper knew that could be useful against it was Slam, a normal type move with horrible accuracy. And even that wouldn't have been able to take down a Bayleaf before it uses 2 Razor Leafs. So I died. Again. Luckily, after grinding up and learning Yawn, a move that puts the opponent to sleep, we were able to take down his Bayleaf and everyone else on his team rather easily. After wandering through the forest and taking an embarrassingly long time trying to solve puzzles designed for toddlers, we got the HM for Cut, and I taught it to a freshly caught Rattata. I didn't mention HMs at the beginning, but I'm allowed to catch and use Pokemon for HMs needed to get throughout the game. The rules only say that I can only use Wooper in battle, so I'm not going to be using the HM Pokemon in any fights against trainers or wild Pokemon. And even if they do get accidentally sent out or something for like a double battle, they would be way too weak to do anything against the opponent. We got up to Goldenrod City to fight the next gym, and finally, after years of my life of Whitney being hailed as one of the hardest gym leaders, I can confidently say that she was not overhyped. All we had was a Wooper with Yawn and a move that never actually hits, and we had to go against a Miltank with a move that can flinch you, and it's holding a berry that nullifies sleep. God, I hate cows! I hate milk, and I hate cheese. Cows should go. So, yet again, I set off to grind up Wooper more. I hope you are seeing a pattern to this run. Luckily, Wooper learns a new move at level 33, and that move is Earthquake. Wooper learns Earthquake at level 33. If nobody got me, I know Wooper got me. Can I get an amen in the comments? When we returned to the gym, we were able to completely and utterly destroy the cow that caused me so much pain and suffering. And then, Whitney had the audacity to not give me my damn badge because she was crying about her stupid cow. Ah! Moving on. I went north and took a pit stop at the Pokeathlon building, and can I just say, I think the Catholic moms of the 90s would have had a much stronger point if they mentioned the atrocious things that Pokemon were subject to there, such as races through rough terrain, attempting to break through strong rocks, and literal boxing. I suddenly stumbled into the national park, an area that I never knew existed, and has the best piece of music I've ever heard in a Pokemon game. Seriously, listen to this. And, as an added bonus, someone there gave us the Quick Claw, a godlike held item that Wooper will be using for pretty much the rest of the run. After just standing there and listening to the music for much longer than I really should have, I was relaxed for once in this entire run. This was quickly gone after I arrived in Ecruteak City, where I had yet another run-in with good old Joe Cox. His Bayleaf now knew Magical Leaf, a move that kills Wooper in one hit. It was at this point in the run when I started to feel the anxiety that comes from the decisions I've made. Every time I would encounter a fight that I would get stuck on, I would try using different strategies with the items and TMs that I had, but they would never work. My only working solution to any problem that I faced was grinding to a higher level. We grinded up to level 40 and were able to take down the Bayleaf, but I had only 3 gym badges, and there were only so many levels that Wooper could grind up to. This run felt like a ticking time bomb that was just counting down to the point where Wooper wouldn't be able to take down his opponents simply because they were too strong. And I didn't want that to happen to my dear friend. So anyways, we challenged the 4th gym leader, Morty. Not much changed here. Wooper wasn't strong enough, so we grinded up a few levels until he was strong enough. Part of the thanks goes to Wooper learning an actual good water move, Surf. Luckily for us, things would become much easier for a brief moment. In the Johto games, the next 3 gyms can be completed in any order that the player wants, For some reason, instead of properly pacing these gyms and giving the opponent gym leaders higher levels based on how many badges you have, they're all just the same level. What would be bad game design and a detriment to the Johto games in any other situation became a saving grace for my run. Each of the next 3 gyms were easy to complete, with some of them having bad typings against the Chad Wooper. Wooper spammed Earthquake to beat Jasmine, spammed Earthquake to beat Chuck, and spammed Earthquake to beat Price. Some notable things did happen in the meantime, though. I caught a shiny Gyarados in the Lake of Rage so I could have something to surf, Whirlpool, and Waterfall that wasn't Wooper. We raided a Team Rocket base full of trainers with Pokemon that were way too low for someone with 6 gym badges. And Lance did the most insane thing I've ever seen in a Pokemon game. This man used Hyper Beam point blank in this dude's face. That dude must be shook. He should be dead. He said Dragonite, Hyper Beam. I was happy and confident with myself and my Wooper friend as we headed to take down Team Rocket once and for all in Goldenrod City. Once again, the Pokemon that the other trainers had were incredibly low and they were all a breeze to get through. Well, except for one. Oh no. Joe Cox was back, and his Bayleaf was now a Meganium. It knew Petal Dance, a very powerful grass-type move, and there were 4 other Pokemon for me to worry about now. I tried fighting him normally, and we failed. We tried a few more times, and we failed. I tried using Blizzard, a super effective move, and we failed. I tried using Attract, and we failed. After that I gave Wooper a Rindo Berry, which weakens the power of any grass-type move used on Wooper, and the Petal Dance still beat her in 1 hit. After all other options were exhausted, I reluctantly headed back to the Lake of Range to grind, and we grinded for a very long time because of the stupid level curve in this game. After coming back to challenge Joe Cox once again, with Wooper at level 70, we lost. Again, and again, and again. The moment that I had feared since first arriving in Ecruteak City had finally arrived. There was nothing more that I could do for Wooper. I was defeated. I abandoned my Wooper for over 3 months with the feeling of cowardice lingering in my heart the whole time. I desperately searched for a solution to Joe Cox's Meganium so I could return to my friend confidently like I was once before. I searched for months until finally I found it. The answer to my problems was sitting in my bag the whole time, an item that I never considered until then. The answer was Dig. I returned to Wooper ecstatic with my discovery, and we challenged Joe Cox one last time, with a plan. Turn 1. Use Surf against the Golbat. It will take most of its HP. Turn 2. Joe switches out Golbat for Meganium. Wooper uses Yawn to make Meganium drowsy. Turn 3. Use Dig and pray that Quick Claw activates. This will put Wooper underground, and she will dodge the Petal Dance. Meganium goes to sleep. For the rest of the turns, Wooper unloads the arsenal. She took down the Meganium, Haunter, Golbat, Sneasel, and Magnemite. We finally won. I felt excited for a moment before remembering that there was still a long and difficult journey ahead of us. Hardened with battle scars, we came out of Goldenrod City with more determination than ever to finish what we had started. We are going to become the champions, and nothing can stop us. After heading back up to the lake, we went east towards Blackthorn City and the final gym. The gym leader, Claire, was another challenge. None of Wooper's moves were good against your Gyarados, and even if we could brute force our way through it, we wouldn't have enough HP to survive her other 3 Pokemon. I got Wooper to level 78 and tried again. This time she survived the Gyarados with enough HP and was lucky enough to get off the yawn into dig strategy on Kingdra, and she swept from there. I don't know if it's named yet, but I would like to hereby name this tactic Schlumbero. All future uses of this name and strategy will result in payment towards me. The Catholics told me that a big bird that they worshipped was back and that I should take care of it. So, naturally, we climbed up the bell tower and took care of it. Hey, you want a box, bro? You want a box, homie? He level 45. We're boxing. We boxing out here. You want a box? You really want a box? Go to sleep. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Ain't got shit on my Wooper. You want a box? We gonna box. You gonna sleep? About to make you go drowsy. I'm quick. I'm fast. Yeah, we boxing. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Slumber. 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 I got 1,414. That was done. Hey, I killed him. Is that what y'all wanted? That's what y'all wanted, right? It was time for me and Wooper to finally set off to Victory Road. It was easy enough to get through the trainers outside, at least until Joe showed up again. I swear this dude is obsessed with me. Joe Cox was back and ready to spam Pedal Dance once again. Me and Wooper tried our best, but our strategy didn't work this time, so we decided to find a new one. Until this point, I had forgotten that Ice Beam, a very good move against grass types, was sitting in the Goldenrod game corner. That sure would have been useful in the past. Here's the catch. It's the game corner. Not just any game corner, the HeartGold game corner. This place is hell. You are forced to make money by playing this horrible card game that nobody likes. It is completely luck dependent, and if you lose, your rank resets, meaning you have to get all the way back up if you want any profit. So, naturally, I wasted hours of my life grinding coins in there until I was able to get Ice Beam and Substitute. Oh yeah, I also used all the rare candies I had and got Wooper to level 95, oh my god. Schlumbero 2.0 had now begun. This time, Wooper used Substitute in the first turn, and it survived the attack from Crobat. Then she beats the Crobat and Meganium comes in. Wooper uses Ice Beam and Meganium breaks the Substitute, giving us another chance to attack. Wooper outspeeds and beats Meganium. We take a hit from Haunter and Wooper beats it with Ice Beam. Kadabra disables Ice Beam and Wooper sweeps the rest of Joe Cox's team with Earthquake and Waterfall. The final victory against Joe Cox had arrived. I still can't get over that name. Oh my god, I named him Joe Cox. There we stood on the Indigo Plateau. Our journey was finally coming to an end. The Elite Four and Lance were all that stood in the way of us becoming the champions. Wooper was ready. It's time to end this. Swept through the Elite Four pretty easily, but the hardest fight of the run so far was next. Champion Lance is like the Claire fight, but if she was on crack and heroin at the same time. Like with Claire, he starts with Gyarados. Wooper has nothing to use against it, so she just has to chip away at it like before. The 3 Dragonites come out and Wooper has to pray to the Lord that their moves don't hit, because if they do, she dies. And even if Wooper survives through that, you gotta make sure that you didn't take enough damage from that Gyarados earlier, because there is a Charizard and Aerodactyl waiting at the end with the moves that almost never miss. We spent hours trying to take down his team to no avail, but we just had to keep trying. I put Metronome on Wooper for this fight. Metronome is an item that powers up a move the more it is used in a row. So, if I spam Ice Beams against the Gyarados, Ice Beam should become strong enough to take down the Dragonites in one hit. Besides that, it all came down to luck. If we wanted to succeed, we would need the luck of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit on our side. We need critical hits, freezes, and most importantly, misses. Eventually though, it finally happened. Yo. Okay, I knew it. If I'm at low HP, then I'll attack. He'll use Safeguard. If I don't, if I am at yellow or higher, I think. That's my guess. But I don't think I have enough HP for the 2 attacks that are basically guaranteed to hit me here. Oh! 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 It missed! It missed! It missed! Oh! 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 It missed! It missed! Oh, come on! Survive, please! Yes! Come on! Come on! Come on! Get to 0! Yes! Yes! We did it! Oh! Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! We did it. We finally did it. After countless hours of pain and suffering, I have become the champion of Johto with only Wooper. But this isn't the end of our journey. We still need to conquer the Kanto region and challenge the ultimate trainer, Red. But that can wait until another day. Leave a comment if you want a part 2, and if I get enough support I'll try it out. I'm sure that it will make me suffer much more than Johto did. If you want to keep up with my uploads and be notified when part 2 comes out, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate the support. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.